lover of Jesus and humanity, says, Van, what were you taught about the American flag in the black community? In the white community, we were taught to honor it as Americans. We were taught to honor the flag at a very young age, okay? At a very young age. But we were also taught at the same time how people who represent the flag were bad people, okay? Every morning, we will all stand up during the morning announcements, and someone will read like what's going on, like address the kids and say what's happening today and all those other things. And then we will have a moment where we will stand up, all the entire school, and we will face the American flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag to the United States of the Republic, and all that other stuff, and we would sing, and then we would sit down, and it was programmed into us at an extremely young age to do that. So yeah, we was taught the flag is. Being a black school, though, we were taught a great deal about the people who were enslaved by some of the figureheads or people who controlled the country. We were taught about how bad we were treated as black people under that flag. We were taught that we were the ones put on the front line to be killed first before anyone under that flag. We was taught that we had to protect and defend a country that stole us from our own country. And so there was a whole bunch of animosity. It's like, I'm teaching you about the flag and the importance of the flag, but I'm also teaching you to hate the flag at the same time. All right. And then you're already living in an area that's highly democratic, highly. Like when our city votes, it's like 93% Democrat or something like that. So highly democratic. You know what I mean? So it's so many things it's like you even have the political side that's constantly feeding that narrative too all the time. You know, America is great, but America sucks for black people. America has all these opportunities, except for if you're a black person or if you're a minority. Don't forget, they say, don't forget 9/11, but then we're told, don't forget slavery. So it's like always a back and forth that started from being a child all the way to where we are today, constantly being fed the negativity. There's always some negativity, because this whole situation is extremely uncomfortable, because I want to speak to y'all from a place where I want to answer that question honestly, but I don't want to come off as if I am I'm speaking down on educators. I'm not speaking down on the black community at all. It just is what it is. We called it embracing who we are and celebrating our culture. That's what we called it. We didn't call it bashing the country or bashing forefathers or bashing or trying to take up arms and learn something outside of what was taught to us, or trying to, I guess, as my man said up here, dismantling the existing belief system. So I think that's what it was about. So that's pretty much what the flag meant to from my scope. But then again, it could be completely different to someone that sat right beside me in my classes, because we all got our own day-to-day lives, and we look at things completely uniquely. We look at things extremely uniquely to us. Like we see ourselves different than other people see ourselves. We taste things different than other people taste them. Everything is completely unique. The danger comes in when someone tries to establish groupthink, and groupthink does start to come together because everybody want to be a part of a group. Even if it's negative. I don't care. I'm part of a group. If I fall or I got to fight, I'm fighting with this group. I don't care how negative, how wrong we are. We're fighting together. This is our thing. This is our cause. And that's just that gang mentality, man. That's why it boggles my mind that the Crips and Bloods are red and blue. I don't know where they got that from. Don't know where they got the red and blue from, but I will have to say that it has something to do with the colors of the government and believing that they fight each other. They are at odds. So we're going to fight each other and be at odds and represent the same colors. I don't know. It might have, nah, man, it mean this and it mean that. Yeah, for now. But when you look a little deeper, does it really mean that? So, yeah, man, we're taught different things. It's a culture shock to be in this space and learn as much as I'm learning, and I have to take accountability live. Like it's like I can't just hear something and act like I didn't hear it no more. That's the luxury of someone who have already picked their side and they don't want to hear it. It's just like if your parents were divorced, right? Your parents got divorced and you were more of a mama's boy, or you're more of a daddy's girl, right? You're going to want to hear nothing but positivity, or you don't want to hear that the person that you're closest to, the parent that you're closest to, was the one doing all of the bad deeds. So you're not going to want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to talk to anybody who wants to talk about it. You're talking bad about my father. You're talking bad about my mother. I don't want to hear it. You're definitely not going to tell other family members about it. You're going to try to sweep it under the rug, act as if it does not exist. But you'll be fine with not knowing the truth at all. It's like, I'm good. As long as my hero don't come off looking like such an ass and done all these things to my other parent, look, I'm good. So that's the same thing when it comes to, Democrats and Republicans. It's weird. It's weird. Fox News, they put up the storylines of what's going on over there. And it might be something that might really help somebody who is on the left. But simply because it's Fox News, not going to look at it at all. Same thing for MSNBC and CNN. MSNBC and CNN might post something that might be beneficial to people for on the right. But guess what you're not going to do? You're not going to look at it because you already done labeled them BS and fake news and other things. So, you know what I mean? You're already judging the messenger. And so I get that. I understand it, but we got to get beyond that in some type of way. So this right here can be extremely uncomfortable when trying to draw that, okay, come on, they're not that bad. Come on, they're not that bad. Trust me, everybody, come to the party. It's going to be some, because most people, we like to act like it's exclusive to black people. I know white people do it too. I'm sure you probably do it too. Whenever somebody has a party or something, do you know anyone in your family, or do you do this? Do you say, okay, I'm coming, I might come. Who else is going to be there? Because if you name somebody I don't like, I'm definitely not coming. They're not killing my vibe at all. So you're automatically expecting to, if that person is going to be there, I'm not interested. Same thing with this information that's online and on television. If that channel posts it, then I'm not watching it because I don't like them. The messenger is dumb. I've seen them speak before. Blah 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 blah. What happens is we disregard the growth of the person that's delivering the message. We disregard the fact that minds do change often, and we might miss out on something. But we're also considering that what they like to do over there is trigger me by saying certain things that they don't even believe, but they're being paid to say it because there's a deeper agenda that's actually ruining them and me. But they don't care because their pockets are fat. And I don't like that. And mentally, I'm going to make sure that I'm good mentally and emotionally. I'm going to stay away from that and let them do them. And I understand that too.